Tips.
Now, I like sitting at a coffee shop, looking around and listening to random conversations. One day I found 4 middle-aged women sitting right next to my table, happily bragging about their newest handbags and sharing their pre-COVID travel adventures. Of course, in today's world where plane tickets are so cheap, it was not the usual Japan or Korea trips. The ladies were talking about the Balkans and the Arctic. Suddenly one of the lines caught my attention. "I can't believe the waitress asked for a tip," said one of the ladies in slight anger. Now, in the past 10 years, Western restaurant chains have expanded vigorously in Hong Kong. Since the service quality in certain chains is arguably inconsistent, people are not very happy about paying a mandatory 10% service fee. Well, that kind of makes sense. Who wants to pay extra if you have been underserved? Now, in the West, apart from what you're paying for the meal, there is an additional 15 to 18% service fee, which includes GST, Goods and Services Tax, and PST, Provincial Services Tax, depending on the country. On top of that, it's also a cultural norm that you pay the server some tips, which is usually around 10%. Have you noticed once you are seated, the waiter or waitress would introduce themselves?
Hi, nice to meet you. Karen, I'm your server today. Should I start with some drinks first? What would you want?
Yeah, I'll just get a coffee.
Great, okay.
Now, that is something you would never hear in Hong Kong. "15 minutes after your drink arrives, the server would then pop by and check in on you, making sure everything is all right, if you need anything. It is a social norm that you find your specific server because every server is assigned with table numbers, so other servers are not likely to step in or take over. It is this server that you should tip. Now, tips are a big part of a server's income on top of the basic salary provided by the restaurant. That is also the reason why Karen is very motivated to make sure you are happy with the service, so you can get a bigger tip. This also shapes a very transparent culture. Now, sipping on my last bit of coffee, I think the lady did not purposely avoid the tip. Perhaps she just didn't realise the cultural differences. Tips in Hong Kong are usually equally split among servers, so you would need a little more luck if you want exceptional service.